Hey everyone, today I'm going to go over setting up a class in ClassDojo and getting it set up as a communication tool between teacher and parent. So the first thing you're going to do is go to classdojo.com or look for the ClassDojo icon on your ClassLink page. Over here on the right hand side, we're going to click Log In. You're going to select Teacher, and then you're going to log in with your Lancaster School District email address. If you try and log in and it says you do not have an account, go ahead and sign up for an account using your Lancaster School District information. Then click Log In. When you're logged in, it'll take you to this main interface where you can see all tiles for all of your classrooms that you have set up. If you don't have any, you'll just have this demo class here to play around with. And then down here, you can select New Class. This is where we'll get started. So we'll click on New Class. We're going to give our class a name. You can name your class something fun or use your name. I like to attach the year to it. If you have parents that have had previous ClassDojo classrooms, it's nice to have the year on it so that they know they're connecting and looking at the right class messages. You're going to select your grade, and then it has a sharing points option. Now, ClassDojo has several capabilities. It's a really robust system, and it does have a behavior management system. This year, we're not using it as a behavior management system with our distance learning, and so we're going to go ahead and say, do not share points with parents. And if for whatever reason that changes and you decide to use it for behavior management to track points on your own, or if it does need to be shared, that can be changed in the settings later. Then we're going to click Create Class. It's going to take you right into your class. You can see the title of your class here at the top, and that we have 0 students connected right now and 0 parents connected. So we need to get some students added to our class. And the main thing to understand is you're going to add students to your class, but your students are not going to actually be logging into ClassDojo or actually connected to it. You're kind of just keeping a list here so that you can attach parent accounts to it for parent communication. So your students are not going to be able to see any points or any of the messages that go back and forth, only the parents that you have connected to that student. So we're going to go ahead and add our student here by clicking that plus sign. You can manually add all of your students by typing in their first and last name, and then clicking the plus sign to add them to your class here. Or you can go down to the bottom and you can copy and paste your class list in full. So you can import from Word, copy them over, or from an Excel form. So I'm going to do mine from Word. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste my class list into this dialog box here. And then I just need to make sure that there is a space between the first name and the last name. And then you click Import List. Then it'll give you an overview just to confirm that the names are formatted correctly and spelled correctly. If you want to flip with the last name first or the first name, if they got inverted, you can always click this to flip them. And then you click Continue. And then you'll see they're added here to your list all at one time. When you've checked that all your names are correct, or if you see, oh, this shouldn't be here, this is not the right student, you can always click the X before you save your list to remove them. Once it's good to go, you're going to click Save. And now you have students that are in your class. Okay. And again, your students are not going to see anything with ClassDojo at this time. They're not going to be connected to this account anyway. This is just putting your students in so that you can connect their parents for communication. And the next step would be to invite your parents. So if you come over here to the top, ClassDojo is great because when you're first setting up, it gives you your next steps. It makes it nice and easy for you. So you're going to invite parents. There's a couple of ways to do this. You can download printouts. They download as PDF files that can be emailed to your parents or sent home to your parents. Or you can just go ahead and manually invite them by phone number or by email. So you just type in a phone number here and click invite, or type in an email address and click invite. So I'm going to use mine as an example here. Oops, we don't want to fill it in for everyone, just this one. and I'm going to send an invite out to Captain America's parents, okay? So that's how you get your parents connected, and they will get a notification, an email, or a text message to join your class, and then you'll be able to start to send them messages. So I'm going to go on and accept this invite so that we can see it, and I'll be right back. Now, the next step would be to try and send a message to your parents. So there's a few things that are happening here at the top. The first tab is your classroom. This portfolios tab we're not going to be using right now. We'll be housing all of our information, collecting our student work through Google Classroom at this time. But you have a class story and messages. So we'll start with our messages. When you click on messages, you see you can send a new message, you can send a message to all parents, or you can pick a parent specifically. Now you'll see that at the top here it says there's plus signs next to all the other students' names. That means that their parents you might have sent an invite, or and their parents haven't connected yet, or an invite needs to be sent out to them. But you can see here there's a little profile here, and that means that Darth Vader's parents are connected. Okay, so that's this messaging here. Here is the interface for all parents, what is being sent to all parents at this time. And then you'll see in the middle, it'll prompt you to set quiet hours. I would highly recommend that you do this, especially now with our distance learning, so that your parents know that if they notify you between a certain hours, that you will not be getting back to them until your office hours open back up. So we'll take a look at that first. It's our quiet hours. And again, you can find this again in your settings if you ever need to change it. So this has it set from 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. So if your parents message you during those quiet hours, it'll just remind them that it is your quiet hours, your out of office time, and that you will get back to them as soon as your office hours open back up. Okay, and then there's also a notification to mute your, an option to mute your notifications on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Then also there's an option here at the bottom to view and download any parent conversations, like a transcript of messages going back and forth if you ever need to do that. Okay. So if you are messaging all parents, it'll take you to that screen first down here at the bottom. You can say, welcome to our class. And when you send that message, it'll ask you if you want to edit it or send it out to everyone. It's going to remind you, hey, this is going out to everyone in your class. Please make sure that this is meant to do that. Especially if you're trying to send something to a specific parent about their child, you want to make sure it's going to the right person. So this is for the whole class, just welcoming them. So I'm going to say send it now. And that message will go out to all parents that are connected, either email if their email is connected, or as a text message. Okay. You also have the option to just speak to an individual parent. You'll see your message that went to everyone here at the top, but I could also say just to Darth Vader's parents, hey, please remember to, turn in your homework. Okay. So I can send a message just to Darth Vader's parents who's fallen behind. Please remember to turn in your homework. Before I send it, there's also an option here on the side to schedule a message, which is really nice. So if you know that you want to send something out at a specific time to all your parents or just to another student, or it's super late and you want to say, hey, go ahead and send this first thing in the morning, you would just click this little drop down arrow, click schedule message, and then it'll let you choose the date and the time that you would like it to be sent to your parent. Okay, which is a really nice feature. When you're ready to send, again, you can click send, and this just went to Darth Vader's parents. No one else is seeing that message. Okay, so that's your messaging system. Again, you can send to all of your parents in your class at one time. That's great if you have a reminder, a project is due, or if you want them to make sure that they go into Google Classroom to check for something specifically. For all parents, you can send that out here. They also have the option of messaging you back to get clarification for anything that you've sent to them. And then again, you can individually message a parent a student's parent from your class. And again, this is not connected to your student. Your students are not going to see this. It goes directly to the parent, which is really nice. And then again, if you're seeing blue plus signs here, that means those parents have yet to be invited or they haven't accepted the invitation that was sent to them previously. Okay, so that's our messaging system. And the other way you can communicate is through the class story. The class story, again, gives you the ability to send something out, send an announcement out to your entire classroom. It's a quick way to chat, but it's also fun too because you can attach a photo, you can attach a file or a recording welcoming them or giving them an explanation for something. You can put an event in there and that'll go out to everyone. So I can say, hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Check out this video for more help. And then I can go ahead down here and I can record a video to share with them, or I can attach a video link that I want them to go and check out, and then I just post it. When I post it, this again goes out to everyone in my class and it remains on a class story like a stream that'll just continue. And then they can come here and they can like it. They can comment back if they have any questions or if they liked the video or they shared the video. And then you can also come down here and edit it or delete it on your end. It's just another quick way to communicate. And then also to share good things that are happening in your classroom at any point in the school year. Okay, so those are our basic uses for ClassDojo this year. Again, your classroom, if you go back to your main page here by clicking ClassDojo up at the top, it'll show you all the classes that you have created. If you click into your classroom, it'll open up to this page here where you can see your student names. If you click on a student, you can, down here, if you have your student connected, let me go to Darth Vader, you can message your parent directly from this interface here. Okay. You also have a few other options. If you go to Accounts, your account profile and account settings, if you need to change anything with your profile here, with your messaging, again, you can find your quiet hours, change your password. You can do all of that within your account profile at the top. And again, in your classroom as well, if you need to change anything, change any of the options, edit your class, you just go to options. You can add a co-teacher in there if there's another teacher who might need to communicate with your parents as well. You can edit your class from this page here if you need to add any students or if you need help getting student instructions, you can do that here. You can connect your parents directly from this edit option and make sure that they have everything they need here. Again, you can download the printouts or invite by email or phone number. Your class story is where you can post quick messages, videos, attach a file or an event or a photo of good things that are going on in your classroom for everyone to see and comment on. In messages, you can message your entire class, all parents in your class, or you can message an individual student. When you're going to message your student, your individual parent, you can schedule to send that message at a later date, which is a really nice feature. And that's pretty much it on the basics for ClassDojo. If you have any other questions or need help, if you go to our Lancaster School District EdTech page, it is in a bright yellow file folder on your ClassLink page. It's the only tile that's in there in that bright yellow folder. If you click on that page and go to our district resources, there is a page that is dedicated just to ClassDojo with videos and tutorials, and we'll continue to add to that if you need more help. Okay, have a great one. Bye-bye.